Hey, welcome back to the Centerback. I'm Jeff Crandall, joined by Kevin Egan. For a fourth straight game, the Chicago Fire draw 2-2 with the Philadelphia Union on Saturday. Kevin, fight back to get the point, but obviously a disappointing ending with the chance to win the game. Talk about that match.
Wasn't it such a strange match? An absolute roller coaster of a game, really. Thought the Chicago Fire started incredibly well. The best first 20 minutes, the best 20 minutes all season, really, with the possession. The overall possession stakes, the team was up for the first time this season. And I thought there were so many other positives. Mike McGee, it was his best game all season. But on the negative side of things, 2 sloppy goals. That's 9 really disappointing goals this season. And then Mike McGee had the chance to win it. Must be said, it was a great double save from Zach McMath. Really, really good stuff. But Mike will tell you himself, he didn't hit it with maybe enough conviction, maybe enough power in the end to power it home for all 3 points. A lot of positives, but I still think the coaching staff of Frank Klopas and certainly CJ Brown at the back will have a lot of thinking to do ahead of Montreal.
Time to get over that result quickly, onwards and upwards to the Battle of the Franks on Saturday as the Fire head to Montreal to take on former manager Frank Klopas. Obviously, Frank Yallop looking for his first win as Fire manager. Frank Klopas looking for his first win with the Impact. Talk about this one on Saturday.
Yeah, I think Montreal's a good team going forward. Very, very suspect at the back. I think the Chicago Fire have a little bit of a trend right now that you didn't see under Frank Klopas here in Chicago. The team is starting to score first. If they can score first and somehow manage to press and find that second goal, the team could see 3 points in Montreal. But you have to watch that guy, Marco Di Vaio, the wily little fox. I tell you, he's nearly 38 years of age. He'll be 38 in July, and he's still looking as young and as fresh as ever. He loves to run those channels. He loves to play off the shoulder. Watch him. He'll hug the shoulder of Baki Samari or John Kennedy Hurtado, and he's just lighting fast. You saw it last week when they played Philadelphia Union, the week before last, and his pace that he showed against Fabinho. You'll see that again at home, and he's such a key player. He has to be stopped.
So, Kevin, something has to give on Saturday as the Fire head to Olympic Stadium. The club has not won on turf since June 2010, 0-9-3 in their last 12 matches on the fake stuff. Frank Klopas, notable, has also not won in an MLS game on turf, 0-7-3. Interesting going into this one. Something has to give, right?
Yeah, and I just heard Jeff Laurentowicz was just asked about the turf, and he kind of dismissed it straight away and said, don't worry about it. It's the teams we play. It's the atmospheres we go to. We're not too concerned about what kind of surface we play on. Frank Klopas surely will try and get that first win. It's just a huge game. It really, really is. And not to big it up, it's only the 6th game of the season. Whoever loses this game, it's not going to have a massive impact on the rest of the year. But for the guys to go out there, they're going to have to counterattack. Montreal will try and get that first goal. But Frank Klopas has proven his track record so far as a head coach, he's quite reactionary. For me, the Chicago Fire needs to go out there and get the first goal of the game. It's going to be so important.
Catch that one, 2:30 p.m. Central Time on My 50 and Time Warner Sports. Also in the pregame special interview with Mike McGee. But even before that, Kevin, what do we have coming up on Fire Weekly this week?
Yeah, it's a pregame to the pregame on ESPN 1000. Remember, 7 to 8 a.m. # Fire Weekly. We've got a very special guest, which we'll reveal later in the week. Also, Olivier Brett, the Montreal colour analyst, will join us on the show. But the question this week, the True Car Hotline question is, who is the best striker, in your opinion, that the Chicago Fire has ever come up against? The reason we're thinking of that is, we talked about Marco Di Vaio, class act on the international stage. But who do you think is the best player, the best striker to ever come up against the Fire?
Well, we'll get to that on Saturday. For myself, Jeff Crandall, and Kevin Egan, we'll see you next week on the Centerback.